Hey guys, Ross here from Consolidata, and in this video, we're going to do a basic GHL dashboard that is going to give you all sorts of stats and data so that way you can see how to do one front to back. We had this by request because I got a lot of segmented videos where it shows you how to do stuff, but I don't have anything where it just takes you front to back from a full dashboard build out. So I added Go High Level Facebook ads here as our data source. And now here we are, and we are going to build out a dashboard. Now, the very first thing that I like to do is I think about what kind of stats I'm going to track. Now, if you're tracking appointment data, if you are tracking sales data, you just need to have those KPIs lined out. The company that I'm going to show you, they don't actually track appointment data because they're not a company that is set up by appointment. They basically go lead in, contact made, then they have a sale, and then I'll show the payments that are coming in. So that's essentially 4 steps here that we're going to have. So we're going to start off with this. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in here. And now the easiest thing in my opinion to do is to go in and just create all the go high level main features that I want. So I want to have my leads. So we'll go ahead and I got a total count of all my contacts. I like doing contacts as much as possible over opportunities because contacts tend to stay for quite some time. So then I'm going to put here contact made. So we'll go like this. I don't personally see the need for contact attempt in here right now. And then we'll go ahead and put sales. And the difference between this is we're just going to put the status as 1, count of contacts that are 1. And then I'm going to put in here payments. And that is going to be basically a sum of opportunity values that from 1 deals and like that. Now, one thing I want to say about this contact made, I do actually need to make this as a count of opportunities in this particular instance. And the reason for that is because I don't have a tag set up for this. But the reason I say that is because the second you move it out of count of opportunities, historically the data goes away. So it would be way better to use tags. So when they hit contact made or when a customer replies, you add a contact made tag. So that way it sticks with that deal for life. So this will work for the demo, but it's not going to be historically accurate because of that. So just know that the more you can use tags and do it off contacts, the more accurate the data is going to be over time. The other thing we're going to do is set this here to, we'll say the last let's do last month actually. And since I have it set to this, I don't feel like constantly going back to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and save my data filter or my date filter. And what that'll do is every time I come back to this page, it's going to put the leads right there. So I'm going to go ahead and drop these in and just get the initial things looking right. I'm going to go over here and we will do a symbol, put this here, and now I'm going to go ahead and get that set up like this. I'm not even really too worried about the design just yet. We're just more so setting up the things that we want. So now that I have this, I can really quickly get some interesting data. So I'm going to click on this button that says custom sources, and I'm going to go over here where it says Facebook, and I'm going to grab my ad spend. And now if I just start blending this data like this, I can go like this. Spend divided by leads is going to be my cost per lead. And then I can do another one. And I'm going to say that spend divided by my contact made is going to be my cost per contact, which I know that seems confusing, CPC, because sometimes that's cost per click, but we'll just do that for now. We'll change it in a little bit. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to take my sources and my Facebook ad spend. We're going to do our cost per acquisition. So here we go. Cost per acquisition, CPA. So now that I have these set up, I can just really quickly go like this and get some great data. And I'm actually going to mark these all as white because we're going to do a blackout dashboard here in just a moment. So let's actually go ahead and set this up. So over here in the background, I'm going to change this to black. And over here in the header, I'm also going to change this to black. Now, you'll notice here, if I click on this color, if I just do all zeros like this, it is actually going to become transparent. So that way it's see-through, and whatever back color you make the background is the color that the rest of it's going to be. So we go all zeros and boom. Okay, now we got to clean up just a couple things here. So if we go over here under mappings, I got this set up like this. I'm going to go like this, and actually I'm going to change the background of here. Maybe I'll make it white actually. So we'll go white and black. And I'm going to then just change this, and we're going to call this one cost per contact. Sorry if you hear my dogs barking in the background. We've had a lot of snow and it's cold, so I'm working upstairs. So we got cost per contact. We'll go ahead and make the background color here same. And then we're going to go cost per sale. Cost per sale. And we'll go like this, and we'll go like this. And now we will just add in here and here. And now you can see what your cost per acquisition is. So now what I want to do is I'm actually going to put a return on ad spend over here. So if I go back to my sources and I click on this, here's how we're going to do that. I just really need two stats. I need my spend and I need my payments. And I'm going to go in brackets here, and I'm going to go payments minus my spend. We're going to go like that. And then we're just going to divide it by our spend. And this is going to give us our ROAS. So I'll go like this, put this over here, and we will do this. I'm going to go ahead and change this background, put this like that, and do our symbol. And I'm going to just put an X at the end of it. And in a little bit, we'll put our actual ad spend up if we want. We could actually put that right up here if we wanted to. Right up next to it. And we're going to go like this. And now we've got our return on ad spend. So there we go. We set that up. Now I'm not done. I want more data up here. So I'll show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over here to custom sources. And I gotta put the cost per lead, the decibel in there as well. But first I'm going to go over here and drag in my leads and my contact made. We're just gonna go contact made divided by leads inside the brackets, go 100 like this. And this is going to be our, I'll just call it my C to lead conversion. I can't put that 2 there, so I'll just do this. And if I put this like this in here, I'm just going to rename this. Actually, I put this in the wrong spot. It actually belongs right here. And let's go into our mappings, and we're going to just call this our conversion rate. Also make this white, make this black, and then we'll go boom, boom, like that. So now we have our conversion rate of how many leads became contacts. So now I'm actually going to base my next conversion rate. You could do this a couple different ways. You could say I want to do it based off of how many people contacted became sales. Because this is not an appointment funnel or an appointment setup, I'm actually going to do it based off the original leads. I'm not going to base it off of how many the contact was made. Usually, if there's an appointment in the middle, I will go conversion rate from lead to appointment and then conversion rate from appointment to close. In this particular instance, we're going to go appointment sales to leads just because there is no appointment in the middle. I'll call this conversion rate. This is a true conversion rate, so we're going to go like that. And we will put this in right here. And now we're just gonna I could name this convert close rate if I want. Let's go ahead and do that. Set this up like this. And I am set up. I am sound as a pound. I do want to fix this right here. Like that. Okay, great. So now we can see this data set up just like this. So this gives you tracking from across the board. But now, what if you want to make, add some cooler things into this? Here's one thing that you could do. I'm going to go ahead and drop in a chart that has a table chart. Now, I will say this, we are still optimizing this table chart. And I know by me adding this, especially because I'm using my mobile hotspot due to our internet from the snowstorm, it's going to go slower. But here's what you can do. Over here on sources, I'm going to grab some of the things that I would typically want. So I would want to see my ad spend. Because you don't want them going into their ad account, you might want to put your clicks in there as well. And then I'm actually going to go back up into my go high level, and I'm going to add my leads even down here. So we'll have our leads, and then I'm going to show you an interesting metric that not a lot of people do. So if I go like this and I go into here and I grab my clicks, and then I go back to my sales, this is going to tell me on average how many clicks it takes to get a sale. Click to sale average. And then I'll rename this once I drop this in here. So I'll go like this. And now we just need to go in here and we're going to adjust some of this. Now I'm going to give you a tip. I like to always put this on a quarterly basis. And the reason for it is because I don't want this box here getting super long. And we're about to change the colors and all that stuff as well. But I need to resave my current data filters. So now we're going to edit this box out. I'm going to go into the mappings and I'm going to just go ahead and type in spend. And then we're going to change our color. And I need to add my symbols on here. So we're going to add this and put this like this. And we'll put that at the beginning. Okay, so we got our spend, we've got our clicks. We have got our leads. And then we've got our, we're going to say click to close average. And then I'm going to go like that. I think that I put the right, I don't know if I did my calculation correctly there. Let's take a look if I set that up right. Click to close. No, I did that wrong. Oh, no, I did that right. But is that right? Let's take a look. That would be crazy if that was actually right. Calculator. 1291. So 1,291. And there were 11 sales divided by 11 sales. That's actually right. So kind of that's pretty funny that's how that ended up working out. And the reason I say that is because we have 117 leads and that there's on average 117 clicks on here. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to end up doing here is I'm going to type in last year. So we're going to grab last year's data. And so what you're going to notice is this ad account was actually not active all of last year. So you're not going to see exact stats down here. But the reason why I wanted to do that is if I click this gear wheel, I wanted to show you guys something on here. And that is that for the height, because I set it to 90 days, you're never really going to be more than 40. And so what I'm just trying to do is get rid of this wiggle like that. And so I just adjust this until it doesn't wiggle up and down anymore. And now this is set right here. Then you could go in, you can add another section. So maybe you break it down by closers, maybe next you break it down by whatever, what it was being sold, different filter types, things like that. But this gives you an example as to how you could build a basic dashboard that tracks your go high level stats, blends your Facebook ad data, etc. And we built it in less than 15 minutes. Okay, guys, great. I appreciate you. Hopefully, this was informative. You guys have an awesome day.